born. Now stop changing the subject. Listen, I haven't got much time and we've really got to talk. I mean, I am your mother after all. Hang on, Australia. I haven't even got my face on yet. That's better. You see, it's your behaviour I'm worried about, dear. Lately it's been getting worse and worse, hasn't it? You're making life hell for the others, you know. Whales, for example. Why don't you pick on creatures your own size? Well, I suppose you do that, don't you? Koalas, bilbies, leopards, minks, birds, zebras. They've all had it in the neck from you. I can see it made sense to begin with, but you're grown up now. There's lots of other things to make your clothes from. Use your imagination. Honestly, I'm telling you, sweetie, if you carry on like this, you won't have any friends left. Don't forget, I know you. I knew you before you could even walk. Actually, in those days, I was considered a bit of a beauty myself, you know. Covered in forests and full of life. We were just one big happy family. Me, the animals, and you. And then you got civilized. Now, don't get me wrong. I've nothing against civilization. In fact, I was rather proud of you at first. You were full of great ideas, and you were always my cleverest. Trouble is, the more you began to think for yourself, the less you thought about me. And gradually, somehow, we drifted apart. Until one millennium, you decided to move out. And out, and up, and across, and round, and eventually you completely redecorated. I don't know, you and your do-it-yourself. You ripped out anything natural and replaced it with cities and chimneys and concrete and the mess, the fumes and the stench. You make me sick.
And those greenhouse gases, well, I need them like I need a hole in the ozone layer. You know, the ozone layer? I designed it 2,000 million years ago to stop you getting nasty things like skin cancer. I don't know why I bothered. Oh, and on to personal habits, love. You know, you have grown recently, up to 5 billion at the last count. So guess why most countries put all that, well, you know, the extra sewage and waste.
Ah, yes, you should have guessed. Very civilized. Don't you think you're just a bit too big to be, well, plopping in the oceans? Oh, well, so much for life in the sea. You've even messed in my underground springs, which was a horrible shock. Pesticides, phosphates, nitrates and solvents, thank you very much. Do you know how long it takes your mother to get that water clean? Ages. Literally. You still drink it, though, don't you? Idiot. Forget about potty training, sweetheart. You need planet training. And as for the topsoil, yes, topsoil, don't tut. Topsoil is very important. You know those forests I was talking about? Well, half of them are gone. Perhaps forever. 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 Every year, without fail, you turn an area the size of Tasmania into desert because you cut down the trees that protect the topsoil from the weather. Look, the forests make the rains fall, the rivers flow, and they make your oxygen. Half of the world's animals live there. Well, those that aren't extinct yet. Remember the animals? They were big in the Jurassic Age. Well, as fast as I can grow these forests, you're chopping them down for cattle grazing, living space and wood. You'll be the death of me, you lot, you really will. But back to the animals. Did you know that a diet which is based too much on meat doesn't give you all the nutrients necessary for a healthy lifestyle? I keep telling you to balance your food intake, but will you listen? I might as well talk to myself. Variety and moderation are the two golden rules to keeping fit and healthy. It's well known that healthy people equal a healthy planet. How on earth are you going to look after my health if you can't even look after your own? Think of all the hormones and pesticides and preservatives you're pumping into your food. If you add them to all the poisons you're gulping in from the water and the air, well then you're really in the poo. I don't want to worry you or anything. last thing, Poppet. Nuclear energy. I know it's very clever, but is it really very sensible? Are you sure you're not going to regret it in later life? If there is any. As far as I know, radiation's not the most fun you'll ever have. Listen, possums, I've been telling you lot how you can help me till I'm blue in the face. You've really got to change the way you're living your everyday lives. Otherwise, well, it's hasta la vista for you lot, baby. I mean it. I haven't got time.
Who's gonna make my noise from the door? Toot, toot, toot.